On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Oversee.
To watch and direct someone or something to make sure that it is being done correctly.
Examples:
Oversee the process. Properly oversee the staff. A committee was appointed to oversee a huge budget.
Excitement.
A feeling of great enthusiasm and eagerness.
Examples:
The excitement in the business world. Aesthetic excitement. The excitement of the upcoming concert was palpable among the crowd.
Shortcoming.
A lack or deficiency in a particular respect, a fault or defect.
Examples:
Have a serious shortcoming. The shortcoming in the system. The company's main shortcoming was a lack of innovation.
Debt.
Something, especially money, goods, or services owed by one person to another, the state of owing something.
Examples:
Debt ceiling. Corporate debt. He became in debt after losing his job.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Pride.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's achievements.
Examples:
Pride of a company. Hide his pride. She took great pride in her work, always striving for perfection.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
Seasonal labor. Manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Probation.
A period of time during which an offender is released from imprisonment on the condition that they adhere to particular rules and is supervised by an officer. A time of training and testing the character or abilities of a person who is new to a role or job.
Examples:
probation period, juvenile probation official. He was sentenced to 2 years of probation for his crime.
Facility:
a building or place that provides a particular service or is used for a particular industry.
Examples:
a cell phone with an internet facility. Facility design. This company has an entire recycling facility, including major reprocessing plants.
Emerging:
starting to exist, mature, or become well known.
Examples:
emerging country, emerging technologies. Emerging technologies have dramatically improved productivity in various industries.
Degree:
a unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
bachelor's degree, degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Criminal:
a person who has committed a crime.
Examples:
wanted criminal, criminal investigation. The police are searching for the criminal who stole the jewels.
Jersey:
a knitted garment typically made of wool or cotton, worn as a shirt or pullover.
Examples:
jersey material, fabric of the jersey. I always wear my favorite basketball player's jersey to the games.
Taxpayer:
a person who pays taxes to the government.
Examples:
taxpayer money, delinquent taxpayer. As a taxpayer, he felt his money was wasted on unnecessary government projects.
Permanent:
lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples:
literature of permanent value, permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence.
Incarceration:
the state of being confined in prison or jail.
Examples:
mass incarceration, incarceration rates. The judge sentenced him to 5 years of incarceration for embezzlement.
Slide:
to move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
slide a card across the table, slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Latino:
a person of Latin American origin or descent, especially one living in the United States.
Examples:
Latino coworkers, Latino culture. The Latino community has had a significant impact on American culture.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Firm.
Resolute or unwavering in decision-making or action, strong or secure in structure, make or composition, reliable, trustworthy, or dependable. Noun, a business or company.
Examples:
Firm grip. Accounting firm. The firm deadline for submitting the project is tomorrow, so we need to work efficiently to finish on time.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Saddle.
A seat for a rider on the back of a horse or other animal. Verb, to burden someone with responsibility or task.
Examples:
Bestride a saddle. Saddle his company with so much debt. He put the saddle on the horse before going for a ride.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
Fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Parole.
The conditional release of a prisoner before the completion of a sentence on the promise of good behavior.
Examples:
Parole board. Medical parole. The prisoner was granted parole after serving 20 years of his life sentence.
Restriction.
A limitation or constraint placed on something, or the act of limiting or constraining something.
Examples:
Nutritional restriction. Restriction on trade. The restriction on travel during the pandemic made it difficult for people to see their loved ones.
Halfway.
In or at a point midway or an equal distance between 2 points.
Examples:
Halfway through my journey. Halfway decent job. The famous restaurant stands halfway up the hill.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Negotiate.
To have formal discussions with someone to reach an agreement.
Examples:
Negotiate a settlement. Negotiate the price of the house. We are always happy to negotiate a discount.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Coffer.
A strong box or chest used for storing valuable objects or money, a fund or treasury, especially one used to hold or manage money, assets, or resources, a recessed panel used to decorate ceilings or other architectural features.
Examples:
Coffer lid. Bank coffer. The government is trying to replenish the coffer by increasing taxes.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Punishment.
A penalty or consequence inflicted for wrongdoing or offense, a means of enforcing discipline or preventing further wrongdoing.
Examples:
Punishment for a crime. Humiliating punishment. The judge gave severe punishment to the criminal who committed the heinous crime.
Seize.
To catch or take hold of someone or something suddenly and forcibly, to capture the attention or imagination of something.
Examples:
Seize a person's property. Seize the day. He has the superpower to seize a business opportunity.
Attend.
To be present at an event, to go to a place.
Examples:
Attend a meeting. Attend service. We must attend to this matter.
Parallel.
Being everywhere equidistant and not intersecting, of or relating to the simultaneous performance of multiple operations.
Examples:
A parallel case. Parallel processing. He walked a road parallel to the railroad.
Simultaneously.
At the same time.
Examples:
Simultaneously affected. Take several inputs simultaneously. Two students answered the teacher's question simultaneously.
Elite.
Belonging to the wealthiest, most potent, best educated, or best trained group in a society.
Examples:
Earn elite status. Elite athlete. Very few educational elites go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Adjacent.
Next to, close to, or adjoining something.
Examples:
adjacent to his house, adjacent houses. Our country has military alliances with adjacent countries.
Sophomore.
A student in their second year of college or high school, used more broadly to refer to someone who is experienced in a particular activity or field.
Examples:
sophomore in high school, sophomore slump. The university student was now a sophomore, having completed their first year of studies.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
cross-cousin marriage, cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Juvenile.
Relating to or characteristic of youth or young people, immature.
Examples:
exhibit juvenile behavior, juvenile justice. The detective suspected that the vandalism was the work of juvenile delinquents.
Detention.
The act of holding someone in custody, especially as a punishment for a crime they are suspected of having committed.
Examples:
detention center, immigration detention. The government is criticized for the prolonged detention of political activists without trial.
Freshman.
A first-year student, typically in college or high school.
Examples:
freshman orientation, freshman year. The freshman class was excited to start their first year of college.
Thesis.
A written essay, especially one submitted for a university degree, that sets out the author's findings on a particular subject.
Examples:
a drift of a thesis, master thesis. His thesis on the effects of climate change won several awards.
Dissertation.
A long and formal written treatise or discourse, often presenting research or analysis on a particular subject or topic, in support of a degree or academic qualification.
Examples:
dissertation research, doctoral dissertation. My dissertation topic focuses on the impact of social media on mental health.
Chase.
To pursue something or someone, to catch or capture them. To go after something vigorously or with determination. Noun, a pursuit or a hunt, a narrow groove or channel cut into a surface, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
chase a dream, wild goose chase. The police officer chased the suspect through the crowded streets until they finally caught him.
Handcuff.
A pair of metal restraints that are designed to lock around a person's wrists and prevent them from moving their hands freely. Verb, to restrain or restrict the movement of a person by applying handcuffs, typically as part of an arrest or other security-related process.
Examples:
Handcuff his wrists. Break free from handcuffs. The police officer put handcuffs on the suspect before placing them in the squad car.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Quarter.
One of 4 equal parts, a fourth part or portion.
Examples:
A quarter mile. End of the first quarter. The unemployment rate in the first quarter was 2.3 percentage points higher than in the previous.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Yell.
To shout in a sudden and loud way.
Examples:
Yell for help. Yell as loud as we can. When I asked my father for more money, he became furious and yelled at me.
Pants.
An item of clothing that covers the lower part of the body and each leg separately, typically with a waistband and 2 legs.
Examples:
Woolly pants. Pajama pants. I always wear pants when I go outside, even in the summer.
Cavity.
An empty space or hollowness within a solid object, especially within the body, such as a tooth or bone, a hole or depression in a surface or the ground.
Examples:
Tooth cavity. Cavity filling. I have a cavity in one of my molars and must schedule a dentist appointment.
Pedestrian.
A person who is in the street, especially in an area where vehicles go.
Examples:
Pedestrian accident. Pedestrian safety. A pedestrian is an uncommon sight in this area.
Punch.
To strike someone or something with one's fist, to make a hole in something.
Examples:
Punch out numbers. Punch a ticket. He punched the wall in anger.
Choke.
To prevent or obstruct the normal breathing or swallowing of someone or something.
Examples:
Choke with anger. Choke off the blood supply. The baby started to choke on a piece of apple.
Stomp.
To walk heavily and noisily, often with a rhythmical sound, to dance with a rhythmical step.
Examples:
Stomp off to the room. Stomp on his foot. The children stomped their feet in time to the music.
Chuck.
To throw something carelessly or casually, to get rid of something or someone.
Examples:
Chuck the ball across the yard. Chuck my job. I will chuck these old shoes in the trash and buy a new pair.
Mentor.
A person who helps and advises a younger or less experienced person over time, usually at work or school.
Examples:
Mentor for life. Fashion mentor. As a mentor, he helped me realize my career.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line. Verb, to propel a boat through the water using oars.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Lawn.
A stretch of ground covered with grass, typically attached to a house, and often used for recreation or aesthetics.
Examples:
Lawn mower. Lush lawn. The family enjoyed a picnic on the lawn in the park.
Porch.
A covered entrance to a building, typically one leading to the front door and extending outwards.
Examples:
Porch light. A glass porch. The old rocking chair on the porch creaked as he sat down to read his book.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Addiction.
The inability to stop using or doing something as a habit, especially something harmful.
Examples:
Alcohol addiction. Addiction to foreign oil. He is now fighting his addiction to drugs.
Pension.
A regular payment to a person made by the government or a private company that is intended to allow them to subsist without working.
Examples:
A disability pension. Public pension funds. Because of the country's poor economic prospects, the number of pension defaulters has been increasing.
Courtyard.
An open space surrounded by buildings or walls, often in the center of a building or group of buildings.
Examples:
Quiet courtyard. Spacious courtyard. The hotel's beautiful courtyard was the perfect spot for a wedding reception.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Aggravate.
To make a problem or situation worse, to irritate or annoy someone.
Examples:
Aggravate the situation. Aggravate an injury. Stress can aggravate existing health conditions and cause further problems.
Assault.
A violent physical attack, the crime of forcing someone to submit to sexual intercourse against their will.
Examples:
Assault aircraft. Victim of sexual assault. We got caught up in an assault case.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
Without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
County.
An administrative division of a country or state, typically one of several comprising a larger division.
Examples:
County seat. Throughout the county. The county's population has been increasing rapidly in recent years.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
County jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Bail.
The temporary release of an accused person awaiting trial in exchange for a monetary deposit to ensure their appearance in court.
Examples:
Accept bail. He was released on bail. The judge set bail at $20,000.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Drag.
To pull or haul with force.
Examples:
Drag a chair over. Drag a team down. He dragged the heavy suitcase behind him as he walked.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Enroll.
To officially register or sign up for something, particularly a course of study, an organization, or a service.
Examples:
Enroll at a college. Enroll in a school. I need to enroll in a cooking class to improve my culinary skills.
Dropout.
A person who leaves school, college, or a training program before completing it.
Examples:
The dropout rate. Dropout student. The high school dropout rate has decreased significantly in recent years thanks to educational initiatives and support programs.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Auction.
A public sale in which goods or property are sold to the highest bidder, a process of selling goods or property through competitive bidding.
Examples:
Auction house. Online auction. The antique furniture was sold at auction for a high price.
Precinct.
A defined geographic or administrative area within a larger jurisdiction, typically used for purposes such as voting or law enforcement, an enclosed or circumscribed space, often surrounded by walls or other structures.
Examples:
Shopping precinct. Precinct voting. The police officer patrolled the precinct and responded to calls for assistance.
Property.
A thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
A man of property. Chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Alley.
A narrow lane or way between buildings, often used as a passage or a shortcut, a small street that runs between two other streets.
Examples:
Back alley. Alley cat. They played basketball in the alley behind their house.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Undercover.
Carried out or conducted in secret, with one's true identity or purpose concealed, disguised, incognito.
Examples:
Undercover operation. Undercover journalist. The undercover police officer was able to gather crucial evidence without being detected.
Raid.
A sudden short attack, usually by soldiers, ships, or aircraft.
Examples:
Make a raid on an enemy's camp. Air raid siren. Throughout the raid, the bank robbers wore masks.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Deserve.
To be worthy of or entitled to something, especially something good or valuable.
Examples:
Deserve respect. Deserve this prize. The employee deserved the promotion for their hard work and dedication.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Impunity.
Exemption or freedom from punishment or harm, a state of being immune to negative consequences or legal accountability.
Examples:
Act with impunity. Enjoy impunity. The criminal was able to escape with impunity, despite committing multiple offenses.
Fraternity.
A group of people, especially men, who are associated with each other through a common interest or occupation.
Examples:
The medical fraternity. Fraternity party. My college students join a fraternity to make connections and build a sense of community.
Precipitously.
Steeply or abruptly, quickly or suddenly, often referring to a dramatic change or decline.
Examples:
Fall precipitously. The mountain face descends precipitously. The athlete's performance started to decline precipitously after an injury.
Committee.
A group of people appointed or elected to perform a specific function or manage a particular task, often within a larger organization.
Examples:
Committee meeting. Committee member. The ad hoc committee met to discuss the proposal.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Convene.
To come or bring together a group of people for a meeting or activity.
Examples:
Convene a press conference. Convene the council. The Parliament will convene at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Academy.
A school for special training, A type of official organization that aims to encourage and develop standards in its particular field.
Examples:
An academy of music. A member of the academy. Her new documentary earned her an Academy Award.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Irrespective.
Without taking something into account, regardless of.
Examples:
Irrespective of age. Irrespective of his will. Our company hires irrespective of national origin.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples:
An innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Guilty.
Feeling responsible for or having done something wrong or criminal.
Examples:
Feel a bit guilty. Guilty verdict. After much contemplation, the suspect decided to plead guilty to the theft charge.
Injustice.
A violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples:
Gross injustice. Injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.
Convict.
To prove or declare someone to be guilty of a crime. Noun, a person serving a sentence in a jail or prison.
Examples:
Convict him of manslaughter. Convict in a jail. He was convicted on fraud charges and sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Pun.
A humorous play on words or use of words that sound similar but have different meanings, often for a comedic effect, a form of wordplay.
Examples:
Witty pun. Silly pun. The comedian's pun had the audience laughing out loud.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Perpetrator.
A person who carries out a harmful or illegal act, particularly one that involves violence or deception.
Examples:
Perpetrator identity. Culprit perpetrator. The police have not yet caught the perpetrator of the crime.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Disadvantage.
A drawback or a negative aspect of something. Verb, to put someone or something in an unfavorable position.
Examples.
The disadvantage of a plan. Disadvantage small businesses. A lack of education can be a significant disadvantage in today's job market.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples.
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Fugitive.
A person who is running away or hiding from the law, often to avoid arrest or prosecution.
Examples.
Fugitive from justice. Fugitive methane emissions. The police are searching for the fugitive who escaped from prison.
Prioritize.
To assign a higher level of importance to something compared to other things.
Examples.
Prioritize tasks. Prioritize people over cars. The organization prioritized the needs of the community in its decision-making.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples.
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Civic.
Of or relating to a town, city, or the people who live in it.
Examples.
Civic activity. Civic center. The city promotes civic collaboration in community development.
Inclusive.
Including much or everything, and especially including stated limits, not excluding any of the people, things, ideas, etc. involved in something.
Examples.
A fully inclusive price. Inclusive education. The university has established a capacity for each nationality as part of its inclusive policy.
Acknowledge.
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples.
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Exclusion.
The act of keeping someone or something out or preventing them from participating in or being part of something.
Examples.
Gender exclusion. Exclusion criteria. The policy of exclusion has caused significant harm to marginalized communities.
Perpetuate.
To make something continue or prevail for a long time.
Examples:
Perpetuate a myth. Perpetuate chronic pain. That work perpetuates his fame.
Proportion:
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
Direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
President:
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Reform:
The act of improving or correcting something wrong or bad. Verb, to make a change in something to correct a flaw or improve it.
Examples:
Economic reform. Reform movement. The government is proposing a reform to the healthcare system to make it more accessible and affordable for all citizens.
Racial:
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Disparity:
A significant difference or inequality between two or more things.
Examples:
The disparity between theory and reality. Income disparity. There is a significant disparity in pay between men and women in the company.
Frisk:
To search for someone or something in a quick, lively manner, often to discover something hidden or suspicious, to frolic or skip about in a lively or playful manner.
Examples:
Frisk around the yard. Frisk his pockets. The security guard stopped and frisked the suspicious-looking person at the entrance to the building.
Violation:
An action that breaches a law, rule, or agreement, an infringement of rights or duties.
Examples:
Violation law. Commit a traffic violation. The international community has widely condemned the violation of human rights.
Decriminalize:
To eliminate or reduce the criminal penalties associated with an act or behavior. To make legal or permissible something that was previously outlawed or punishable by law.
Examples:
Decriminalize abortion. Decriminalize public drunkenness. Many activists are pushing for laws to decriminalize marijuana use.
Possession:
The state or fact of owning or having something.
Examples:
Possession of the evidence. A territorial possession. That painting is my possession, and I inherited it from my grandmother.
Marijuana.
A psychoactive drug derived from the cannabis plant, used for medicinal or recreational purposes. A drug that is illegal in some countries and states, but legal in others for specific purposes.
Examples:
recreational marijuana, medical marijuana. Studies have shown that long-term use of marijuana can have adverse effects on cognitive abilities.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
invest in stocks, invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Coalition.
A temporary alliance formed by two or more political parties for combined action, the state of being combined into one body.
Examples:
a three-party coalition, coalition forces. The two largest opposition parties announced they would form a coalition in the next elections.
Fiscal.
Relating to government revenue and expenditures, relating to financial matters.
Examples:
fiscal policy, fiscal year. The government is facing a fiscal crisis due to high levels of debt.
Conservative.
Holding traditional views and values and opposed to change or innovation.
Examples:
a conservative society, conservative about production. He always makes a conservative estimation when predicting future sales.
Libertarian.
A person who believes that people should be free to think and behave as they want and the government should only have a minimal level of control, and a person who advocates those beliefs.
Examples:
libertarian group, civil libertarian. Western liberal democracy serves as the foundation for the libertarian philosophy of the media.
Protest.
A strong expression of disagreement, disapproval, or opposition.
Examples:
hold a protest, a silent protest. He left the party in protest at its radical political stance.
Unarmed.
Without weapons or arms, not carrying any form of weapon or ammunition, or engaging in physical conflict with weapons.
Examples:
unarmed combat, unarmed robbery. The unarmed protesters marched peacefully through the streets.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
majority of his wealth, material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Pump.
To cause water, air, gas, etc. to move from one place to another by using mechanical equipment, to get or supply something such as money, information, etc. in significant quantities.
Examples:
Pump a secret out of success. Pump blood throughout the body. He was alert and could not pump any critical information out of him.
Decarceration.
The process of reducing or eliminating the number of people who are incarcerated, especially through alternative sentencing, parole, or early release programs.
Examples:
Decarceration policies. Decarceration movement. The decarceration of nonviolent offenders is debated in criminal justice reform.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Congress.
A formal meeting of the representatives of different countries, constituent states, organizations, trade unions, political parties, or other groups.
Examples:
An international congress. Peace Congress. Congress must consider this proposal in an unusual situation.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban formed the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Tirelessly.
Without getting tired or fatigued, persistently, energetically, and continuously working with great effort.
Examples:
Dedicated tirelessly. Tirelessly help out. She worked tirelessly for hours to finish her project on time.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Convey.
To express ideas, feelings, etc., so that it is known or understood by other people. To carry something from one place to another.
Examples:
Convey a complex idea. Convey goods by truck. An ironic remark often conveys an intended meaning obliquely.
Grant.
To agree to give or allow somebody. Examples: Grant a new license. grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Dignity.
The quality of being worthy of esteem or respect, high office or rank or station.
Examples:
Respect for human dignity. Retain everyone's dignity. The failure destroyed his trust and personal dignity.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Emphasis.
Particular importance or significance that is given to something.
Examples:
Emphasis on color. Lay great emphasis on policy. The spotlight gave the central figure increased emphasis.